third briefing, and thank you for joining us again and for your continued support so far. Today we are joined by the PS, Aviation from Ministry of Transport, Madam Terry. We have a Director of Aircraft Accident Investigations, Fred, and of course we have the team from AMREF with us. So this is an update which is subsequent to what we gave you yesterday. I'm going to read and then we can take any questions that you have after that. So this is an update regarding the AMREF Flying Doctors Citation Jets 5Y FDM. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, fellow Kenyans, our partners and friends, we gather here today in deep sorrow and reflection as we continue to mourn the untimely loss of our colleagues and fellow countrymen following the tragic aircraft accident that occurred yesterday involving one of our AMREF Flying Doctors aircraft at the Mwihoko area in Nairobi. This is an immense loss, not just to the AMREF Health Africa family, but to the entire nation. We honor the lives of Captain Mwihoko Munuve, Captain Brian Kimani Miero, Dr. Charles Mogo Njoroge, and Nurse Jane Rispa Aluoch Omusula, who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to humanity. These were not just professionals, they were heroes. Captain Mwihoko Munuve was the captain in this aircraft, served for nearly 7 years as a captain and check pilot on both Cessna Citation XLS and the Pilatus PC-12 with over 10,000 hours of flying experience. Captain Brian Kimani Miero was the co-pilot. He was an instructor and captain on the PC-12 and was transitioning to become a check pilot on the same aircraft. He had over 5,800 hours flight experience. Dr. Charles Mogo Njoroge served for more than 7 years and was a dedicated medical doctor. The nurse, Jane Rispa Aluoch Omusula, served as an emergency flight nurse for over 4 years and 8 months. All of them took to the skies with purpose: to heal, to save, and to serve. Their courage, compassion, and unwavering commitment to saving lives will forever remain etched in the heart of this organization and the history of this country. We also extend our deepest sympathies to the families and residents of Mwihoko area who are affected by this tragic accident. We recognize the trauma and disruption this has caused in your community, and we stand with you during this painful time. Over the past 24 hours, our crisis teams have been in close contact with the families of our fallen colleagues. Today, we met with families of our fallen colleagues. Also today, we met with 7 families, including community members affected, offering emotional, psychological, and logistical support. We acknowledge the 2 fatalities at Mwihoko, and we are providing psychological support to their families, and we thank the families for taking time to meet us. Working with the Kenya Red Cross, we have also provided displaced families with essential non-food items, including mattresses, blankets, collapsible beds, mosquito nets, soap, and assorted clothing to meet their immediate needs. We are coordinating closely with the government pathologists and investigative authorities to ensure a dignified and accurate identification process for all victims. We appreciate the strong cooperation and support we have received from government agencies, and we remain committed to transparency and accountability and will continue to share updates as they become available. We can confirm that the aircraft's cockpit voice recorder, the CVR, and the flight data recorder, FDR, which together make the black box, initially reported missing, have now been recovered and will be vital tools in aiding the ongoing investigations. However, some parts of the flight data recorder, FDR, have not been recovered. Okay? So we continue to work with local communities to locate them. We kindly appeal to any residents who may have seen or found these missing components to bring them forward, as they are critical to the investigation. This tragedy is a powerful reminder of the risks our medical and aviation teams face every single day to ensure that someone, somewhere, often in remote or inaccessible location, gets a second chance to life. Since our founding, we have upheld an unblemished record of safety. Yesterday was not only a day of heartbreaking loss, but also the anniversary of the very day in 1957 when AMREF began its work in Kenya, braving danger zones, reaching most remote corners of our continent, and responding to countless emergencies, always guided by an unwavering mission to serve humanity with courage, integrity, compassion, and an uncompromising commitment to safety. That legacy is written in both triumph and sacrifice. We'll continue to light our path forward. As we mourn, we also recommit ourselves to honoring the legacy of our fallen heroes, not just with words, but with action. Their mission will not end there. As we continue to gather more information, we respectfully request patience and understanding. AMREF Flying Doctors remains committed to providing accurate and timely updates. We have given the families direct lines to reach us, and our team will give you our numbers as usual where you can reach us. As I end, our teams are ready to listen, assist, and walk this journey with you. Thank you very much. Any questions? Yeah? Maybe a few questions before we invite the PS. Yeah? Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much. With me is a team from the Ministry of Roads and Transport, from the Accidents Investigation Department, and on behalf of government and the Ministry of Roads and Transport, our heart goes out to the families, friends, AMREF family for the loss of loved ones. Our team of investigators is on the ground, gathering information, guided by ICAO Annex 13 on accident investigations, which is led by a team of experienced people. They are the preliminary, looking at documentation, witness, gathering information from witnesses, and all that surrounds on how we can get all this information. All the agencies have been notified, ICAO, and every other institution that needs to know when an accident happens. We want to give commitment as a government that we are working closely with all the players in this sector to ensure that we get to know what exactly happened. It's good we've gotten flight radar, the black box. We call upon any Kenyan that may have seen, collected the other part which is missing, to surrender it to the team for purposes of investigation and also bringing this matter to a closure. We want to assure you of a speedy investigation as a government so that we get the families from that very tragic happen. They get to know exactly what transpired. So we want to give that commitment to the public and everybody who is really people looking forward to really get to know what happened. Once again, poleni sana kwa familia, poleni sana kwa marafiki, poleni sana kwa Amref na Wakenya wote kwa jumla.
So that they can release it. So I don't know if you have got such information, so you can tell.
Yeah, thank you for that question. I want to say that we are not aware of any residents asking for money. And actually I want to take this opportunity to thank you, because yesterday when we met, we issued a call to the residents that anyone holding any part of debris and everything, please return it. And I actually want to confirm that last night, quite a number of parts were returned, and we did not pay anything to get those parts. So, and I just want to ask the residents and help us put this out. Any part someone may have, or it's in their compound or anything, they just return it. But so far, the residents have been very cooperative, supportive. They are part of the first responders, and we really appreciate the residents of Mwihoko. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. Indeed, there's been a lot of speculation going around, but it is our responsibility as Aircraft Accident Investigation Department in this country to ensure that we provide factual information. And the factual information that we provide is the position of the investigation. I can confirm to you that the team of investigation got to the site and they managed to get the flight recorders that previously were reported to have been missing. As you may be aware, under such circumstance, components tend to, miss from here and there. I can report to you that the critical components that will aid us in conducting this investigation have been recovered. Thank you. Is there any other question? No? Thank you very much.